Today's Auburn broadcast will begin in 8 minutes. Today's Auburn broadcast will begin in 5 minutes. Four minutes till start of broadcast. This broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. Here's your 2-minute time check. Mark. 'Here comes your 1-minute time check for this Auburn broadcast. Mark. "30 seconds till broadcast. Mark.
From a mid-major, and that's why he takes Auburn to mid-majors to play, and that's why he brought Auburn to App State.
CNS Bank. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Visit cbsbank.com. Alongside Coach Randall Dickey, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
It's an early start on this Sunday, but a very tough opponent for the Auburn Tigers today. For Auburn, Randall, this is Auburn's first true road game on an opponent's home floor.
And we've got some orange scattered out, but it's important step for the maturation of this ball club being able to stay ahead when they get ahead. If you overtime out at their place, which shows that they've got some good depth. They've got good ball handlers. When you get good guard play, you can take your ball club on the road. So that's going to be a good test for the Tigers today, and it's going to be an exciting game.
Medical Report today is brought to you by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders are proud to provide first aid care at every Auburn athletic event. Good news to report. Auburn is a healthy ball club. Auburn will have all 11 in its rotation ready to face App State here today. Third member of our crew in the Auburn Sports.
3 SEC teams on the floor today, 3 others yesterday, including one who won a nail-biter to stay unbeaten.
From the home of the 5-time conference champions to every corner of the SEC, let's go around the most exciting conference in college basketball. This is the Toyota SEC Report. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places.
Missouri hosts Wichita. Bulls are 7-0, one of 2 unbeaten teams in the SEC, along with South Carolina. Vanderbilt handled Alabama A&M by 19. And the big upset of the day, in the SEC anyway. 4 top 20 teams fell nationally, including 2 in the top 10. But Andy referred to it. UNC Wilmington knocked off Kentucky and Lexington 80-73. It's not unusual for non-conference visitors to have a halftime lead at Rupp. It's happened 100 times during Cal's tenure there. But yesterday, Seahawks never folded in the second half, and they got this 7-point win up in Big Blue territory. Coming up, we're Cat Profile with Auburn's Director of Sports Performance, Damon Davis, a 60-second scout with Stephen Pearl, Coach Dickey's keys to the game, plus our exclusive pregame visit with Bruce Pearl. That is what's on the menu. And that is presented by Whataburger, the incredible texture and taste of the Whataburger chili cheeseburger, designed to create a delicious comfort food masterpiece. Available for a limited time. Don't go away. The CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off continues in a moment.
CB&S Bank has been strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal!
In your career with a master's degree in business? If so, consider the graduate degree choices at Auburn University's Harbert College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best, we offer you.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand.
It's crucial that we take steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are all up to date on all recommended vaccines, including
In Boone, North Carolina, the 60-second scout of the Mountaineers is presented by the Raymond J. Harbert College of Business, home to 7 top 25 programs in the U.S. News and World Report rankings. Harbert in spot.
Their metrics, they jumped 60 spots in their efficiency rankings, which is unheard of. So it just tells you that they're playing good basketball right now. They've won their last 4 games by an average of 18 points a game. We got to do a good job of keeping our men in front one-on-one. They're going to try and bully some of our smaller guards. And once we rebound, we got to get out in transition and go. In the half court, they're really good defensively. They fight over screens really well. They try and make you take tough contested twos. So we have to do a really good job of sharing them.
Their 4 consecutive wins that Coach Pearl mentions there, East Tennessee State, Austin P, Murray State, and then by 30 over that UMC Wilmington team that knocked off Kentucky yesterday in Rupp. They're averaging about 2,000 fans a game at the Holmes Convocation Center. It'll be 4 or more times that number today as Auburn comes into town, but they won 3 straight at home. Mountaineers led by preseason All-Sun Belt first-teamer Donovan Gregory. He's averaging over 13 points, 4 rebounds, and nearly 3 assists per contest. Hey, SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of Auburn Athletics. Whether you're buying or selling football tickets, basketball tickets, and more, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, where Tiger fans can fan. Now let's talk about our program profile. Sometimes a player, sometimes a member of the staff. And today we're going to put that spotlight on Damon Davis, Auburn's longtime Director of Sports Performance. And he is tasked with helping Tigers transform their bodies to be ready for the next level, whether that's professionally or in other walks of life. Andy Burcham visits now with Damon Davis in today's program profile.
The difference between strength and conditioning and the routine prior to the season as compared to when you were in the midst of a season?
Yeah, once we get into the season, obviously the demands on the guys with games and practices increases. So, training for strength conditioning is about half the volume that we typically do in the off season. Main goal is to try and maybe get them a little bit stronger, a little more powerful throughout the non-conference play, depending on who we're playing. And then, once we get into SEC play, it's really about trying to maintain what we've done to that point.
I asked this of Clark Pearson prior to the Virginia Tech game. Just talk about the coordination between you and he in this work.
Yeah, very closely related because, we get guys that get banged up, so we got to have a very strong line of communication. He's telling me what guys, what their bumps and bruises and bangs are, and, I've got to modify certain things in the weight room to kind of work around, elbows getting strained or hands getting banged up. But, yeah, very, very closely related. Clark's been great to work with the last, 8-9 years, so it's been a good relationship.
Really good stuff. Damon Davis, he just recovered from the weather's chilly now, or going to be chilly soon. Doesn't mean Alabama farmers aren't busy growing high-quality products. No, you got to visit sweetgrownalabama.org and make your next Tigers watch party a slam dunk. Find farm fresh greens, meats, and more at sweetgrownalabama.org. Auburn 2-0 all-time against Appalachian State. Both games came at home. The first meeting, 1976, at Beardy's Memorial Coliseum, and the last meeting just a couple of years ago during the COVID year, 2021, a game Auburn won at Neville Arena, 67-53. When we come back, Coach Randall Dickey gives us his key.
Life isn't made for joint or orthopedic pain. It's made for living, for family, for your favorite hobbies, for sports, for morning walks and afternoon playing in the park. If you suffer from joint or orthopedic pain, turn to the experts at the Orthopedic Clinic. Our board-certified surgeons provide cutting-edge surgical procedures and high-quality, innovative services all close to home. Don't let joint or orthopedic pain keep you from doing all the things you love. Visit theorthoclinic.com and schedule an appointment today.
Earn more on your balances with the Max Elevate Money Market. Enjoy the competitive rate benefits of certificate accounts with no fixed terms and more flexibility. Earn more on your balances and access them anytime. You expect more, and Max delivers. See our amazing rates at mymax.com/elevate. Max. Smart money made simple. Federally insured by NCUA. Certain restrictions apply.
Fine dining meets Southern comfort at Vintage 2298, Auburn's newest fine dining restaurant and butcher shop. Chef Randall Baldwin and wife Laura present Gulf cuisine with a Southern flair, made fresh farm to table. Seasonal meats, cheeses, wine, and handcrafted cocktails available next door at the butcher shop. Manager Stephen Jacobs and staff bring a new level of service to local dining at Vintage 2298. Private dining and event space available, as well as awesome tailgate packages found in the butcher shop. Experience Vintage 2298.
At Jewelry by Design, we design and hand make officially licensed Auburn University jewelry. We are fully stocked with the largest selection in town. Come by Jewelry by Design and see all of our fabulous designs. And just for looking, receive a free $60 Auburn charm. Just say, I heard you on the radio. Jewelry by Design, proudly making Auburn in Auburn. Find us at jbdauburn.com or 590 North Dean Road in Auburn.
Welcome back to the Auburn Sports Network studios. We count you down to Auburn and Appalachian State from Boone, North Carolina, about 16 minutes away from the opening tip. And Coach's keys to the game are presented by Kia of Auburn, where you are always number one. Let's go back out to the Holmes Convocation Center, the HCC, and bring in Coach Randall Dickey. Coach, let's talk first about the environment in this game. I mean, how full is the place now, and do you get a sense of the energy that's in that building right now?
Well, yes, you can feel the energy of it, but it's only about half full right now. I think everyone else is still in the corridor trying to wait to get in. We still have about 9 minutes to go before tip-off, but you can feel the excitement. You can, a lot of people, the students is already feel behind the basket, so it's going to be a hostile environment. It's going to be a fun place to play on the road.
Let's talk about the point guard matchups here. Xavier Brown, he's just a 2-point per game scorer, but he's got 23 assists so far this year. He's their main ball distributor. So the matchup, Brown against Aiden Holloway and Trey Donaldson, can Auburn use their depth at the point guard position maybe to wear down the number one ball handler on this App team?
I certainly think so, and I think we need to really pressure him. He's a poor free throw shooter, and he can be pressured, and we can add our depth to him, play physical with him, and make it hard for him to get those guys, get App State into their offense, and just make it hard running their offense in a general sense. And I think our depth is a big key defending him.
Looking at their stats, Coach, where do you think that does Auburn have an advantage on the glass in this game? Is that something that Auburn can take advantage of today?
I do. Overall, I think that we're going to be much bigger at the 2-5 positions with Broom and Cardwell. Their bigs are 6'10", 6'11", 169, but they're not thick. If we pick up a few cheap fouls earlier, that'll be a negative for us going through the last 10 minutes of a game.
They are +7 in rebounding, by the way, is App State this season. So the Tigers do need to be aware of that, do need to crash the glass. They're taking a little more than a third of their shots from long range, and the number one three-point shooter is Christopher Mantis. He's averaging 6 takes per game and about 2.5 three-point makes per ball game. Focus for the perimeter defense for the Tigers in this game, Coach.
Well, I think it's a big challenge for our guard play today. Anytime that you go onto a road and it's a true road game and it's a hostile environment, there's 3 phases that takes place. We've got to be able to play hard to do. This is a good step in the right direction for the Tigers to show that they have the ability to do that, and it will be a big feather in their cap going down the road throughout the rest of the non-conference and even into conference play.
All right, good stuff, Coach. Look forward to your call with Andy here as this one gets underway in about 12 minutes or so. Did you know the same people who installed the sound system at Neville Arena are also available for your next special event? Auburn AV can handle any size event. Just visit auburnav.com to see all of their audio-video solutions. Straight ahead, Andy Burcham's exclusive pregame sit-down with head coach Bruce Pearl before the Tigers and Mountaineers square off in Boone. The CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off continues in a moment.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorrento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out the Rio, Forte, Soul, or the Sporty Stinger. And don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn Athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Whoa, Rico.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See all for details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
It's the Holiday Friends and Family Sale at JCPenney, and you're invited. Everyone can take home something extra with their 30% off coupon. That's on top of already great savings across the store, like 50% off essentials to deck your halls and home, and up to 40% off Liz Claiborne, perfect for any get-together. Or use your coupon to save an extra 30% store-wide. JCPenney, make your holidays count. Offers valid on select styles. Store-wide coupon ends 12/3. Liz event ends 12/6. Home sale ends 12/17. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Hey, it's Bruce Pearl. When you find a player who's electric, what a game changer. Like the all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning truck. It's got the performance you'd expect from an F-150, plus state-of-the-art tech like intelligent backup power. So if the lights go out at your properly equipped house, you've got the power to turn them back on. Game changing. That's what I'm talking about. See your local Ford dealer to learn more about the F-150 Lightning. Available at Ford EV certified dealers only. Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
Ford presents our exclusive pregame visit with head coach Bruce Pearl. Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of the Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
Well, your first true road game is a tester here today, isn't it?
It is, and you know, as you go through the season, and you got to put the guys through different situations against different matchups, different styles of play, and different environments. And so, you know, the idea behind playing a really good, solid, high mid-major type club is give our guys a chance to be able to win on the road. This game would be mathematically a lot like playing a lower half SEC team, and you got to beat the teams in the lower half of the SEC on the road. So we obviously know, and you'll talk about it during the broadcast, you know, we're playing a team that beat the team that beat Kentucky by 30. You know, and yet, you know what? They've got 9 high major athletes. They got high major size. Every one of these kids, you know, would rather be playing at North Carolina State, or Wake Forest here in the state of North Carolina. They're playing in a beautiful, beautiful town of Boone, North Carolina. App State has got a great reputation, and so it'll be a good test for us.
And you have a soft spot for mid majors, don't you?
Well, I mean, nobody at the Power 5 does it, I have a soft spot because I was Division II for a long time. I was mid major for a long time. Hard to get games. If you're a Power 5 team, you can't be afraid to put your kids in these situations. But the math also works for us, Andy, because this is a quad 2 opportunity for us. The quad 1 and quad 2s are the ones that the selection committee pays attention to. I think when the selection committee evaluates each team, they're going to look at Auburn and go, what in the world was Auburn doing playing at App State? What's that all about? And what that's all about is obviously, trying to send the message that we want to do the best we can to schedule as hard as we can the non-conference to give ourselves the best chance to get in the NCAA tournament and get a good seed.
Take a look at the film on this Appalachian State team, and it likes to drive downhill. The new rule about the second player coming in to defend, well, that makes it even tougher to defend this ball club today.
Yeah, they play some big boy ball with their guards. They got big physical guards. They do a good job of, trying to get you to double team on the inside and drop spoon feeds for dunks to their bigs or kick out to their shooters from three. It's a good concept. It's hard to guard because it's hard to game plan for. In other words, if you come off a shooter, you're going to give up a shot. If you don't come off a shooter, they're going to score in around the basket. If you come off a big, they're going to get a dunk. It's just like that's what good, simple offense is. Our guards are going to have to be able to handle them a little bit one-on-one, and our guys, when they come over and rotate a little bit, are going to have to make good plays.
And their bigs will like to get out and run, too, won't they?
They've got great rim running bigs. They're long. They're longer than us at the 4, and it's hard to be longer than Chaney Johnson or Jalen Williams, but believe it or not, they are. And they do. They really get out offensive rebound. They really get out and run in transition. Like we love to run Dylan Cardwell to the rim or Janai Broom to the rim. They like to run their guys to the rim. Our guards are going to have to get back in transition. I still want my bigs to go to the offensive glass, but they can't hang around very long. They got to get back because I think our half-court defense can guard App State in the half-court. They're better in transition, so we'll need to get back.
This won't be the last time that you face this, but what do you expect from the atmosphere here today?
Well, I mean, it's going to be a game sold out. It's on national TV, and they haven't been on national TV at home, I don't know, in a while. Roy Williams brought his North Carolina team in here years ago to open the building. That was a big deal, and they haven't had anybody like us in here since. We went to Murray State, and we played John Morant and wound up beating those guys in overtime. We went to South Alabama and played down there, but Isaac Okoro tips one in at the buzzer. Otherwise, we get beat down there. It's going to be a close game and a great environment. And our kids will be. We know that App State are going to be excited about playing. But the thing we've emphasized is Auburn is going to try to take the court every night and be the most excited team being on the floor.
Give us just a couple keys for today, Coach.
Well, I think defending without fouling. I think not letting those guys, kill us on the offensive glass. Not letting their guards big boy us to the point where it becomes a defining moment for us. We got to take care of the ball and just sort of handle the moment. We have a brand new starting backcourt. We have a freshman starting point guard. Who's from Charlotte, and some of these kids would know, Aiden Holloway growing up, and they're going to want to give Biz the business.
Wish all the best today, Coach. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
That's Andy Burcham with head coach Bruce Pearl. Starting lineups in the opening tip straight ahead. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
When you see the SEC student athlete, it's easy to picture the swing, the stance, the form. But look closer, and you'll see the heart, the brain, the clutch lab partner, the avid two-stepper, the pride of a hometown, and a little brother's hero. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
We're very glad to have today Auburn University's president, Dr. Chris Roberts.
You, for example, Andy, you interface with various people on campus in different ways, and your thread weaves and touches different people's threads in different ways at Auburn, and that makes up your Auburn experience. And another person does that in another way, through a different set of experiences. It may not ever interface with your thread, but somehow or another, this all gets weaved together into this wonderful, beautiful tapestry that is Auburn. I'm just really overwhelmed at how beautiful this place is in terms of how it affects other people. And so I, myself, my thread has been touched by so many different people through the years, and it's just made for a really rich experience for me. I want that for our students.
A new episode of the Talking Tigers podcast is released every Monday, wherever you listen to podcasts. Like and subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast, only from the Auburn Sports Network.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability, and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
We're counting down to the opening tip. Time to introduce the starting five.
Holloway crossover dribble. Once a screen from Cardwell, uses it. Down the lane, to the hole, up in. Top of the circle, Holloway, three. Switch! Great ball movement.
Aiden Holloway, Charlotte, North Carolina, prolific prep.
Off the left side, Denver Jones, three. Yes!
All right.
Kicks it to the corner. Free ball, Denver, good! Oh, well played.
Denver Jones, Newmarket, Alabama, Buckhorn High School.
Free throw line, Jalen. Head fake up on the left hand. Yes! Good pass, Jalen. Open three ball. Switch!
Jalen Williams, Hunter, Georgia, Franklin County High School.
Rebound, Moore goes up and scores. Chris Moore with the putback. Don't look underneath. Moore with the two-hand. Underneath for Chris Moore. Up with a right hand. Yes!
Chris Moore, West Memphis, Arkansas, Academies of West Memphis.
Head fake and three by Broom. He champs it. A left-hand hammer by Janai against left wing Broom. Free ball, Janai. It's good! Downtown. Ball underneath. Blocked by Broom. Yes! Blocked again by Broom.
Janai Broom, Plant City, Florida, Tampa Catholic.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it. Auburn is 5-1 on the season. The Tigers are ranked 13th in the latest Ken Palm poll. A win today, and Auburn may actually make it into the top 25 this week with the Associated Press and the Coaches Poll. Bruce Pearl is in his 10th season at Auburn. His record is 177 and 112. 29th season overall, a record of 639 and 257. Appalachian State comes in with a 4-game win streak. The Mountaineers are 5-2 on the year. Ranked Dustin Kearns is the head coach, a Clemson graduate. He is in his 5th season, a record of 75 and 60. In his 7th season, a record of 106 and 97. Xavier Brown runs the point, 6'3" junior from Sacramento, California. 2 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Terrence Harcum on one wing, 6'3" junior from Butler, North Carolina. 9.7 points, 2 rebounds. Donovan Gregory on the other wing, a 6'5" grad student out of Charlotte, North Carolina. 13 points, 4 rebounds. On the inside, Justin Absent, 6'9" sophomore from Pompano Beach, Florida. 7 points, 7.9 rebounds, 2.9 blocks. And Trayvon Spillers, a 6'7" junior from Charleston, South Carolina. 12 points, 7.6 rebounds a game. Before we get this one underway, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. The Holmes Convocation Center seats 8,325. There's probably about 6,000 in the building right now. I guess folks are still coming in of the seats that have been sold for today. This will be, regardless, Randall, it's a tough environment for the Tigers for their first true road game of the season.
It sure will be. It'll be exciting for the Tigers to be able to withstand some runs. App State's going to try to play a little faster. We're going to play fast. Can we play slow when it's time to play slow, and can we really push it when there's times that we come off the glass and get in our transition offensive game?
Terry Oglesby, Owen Short, Vladimir Boyard Tadal are the officials. Auburn wearing orange tops and bottoms today, and the Tigers win the tap. Appalachian State in its home whites, and we're underway. Auburn to the basket, to our left to open today. Holloway, top of the circle, Jalen Williams. Off the left side, leaves for Denver Jones there. Baseball pass right side, Chris Moore. To the top for Denver, and a 3. Barely drew the iron, and the rebound comes to Brown for App State.
He had a good look, he just missed it.
At the top, it's Brown off the right side. Top of the key for Spillers. Leaves or looks for Gregory and gets the ball to Gregory out on the left wing.
Playing our good, tough, pressure man-to-man defense.
Brown down the left side of the lane. Underneath. Shot is up. It's missed and a foul on the play. They threw a backdoor pass, and Justin Abson went to the line, or went to the basket, was fouled by Chris Moore, and Abson, a 45% free throw shooter, steps to the stripe for Appalachian State.
Our backside defense didn't slide over quite far enough to pick up the roll on that. He had an angle on us, and Chris had to foul him.
Abson, a sophomore from North Broward Prep, Pompano Beach, Florida. His first free throw is missed. It's short. Career high 16 points against Marshall last season. At his first career double-double against Oregon State back in November.
He's a big, long, bouncy, big guy that's really a shot blocker.
And he misses both, and the free throw is rebounded by Jalen Williams.
That's good for us.
Holloway, right wing Moore, top of the circle, Jalen. To Broom inside the arc, right side of the key. Now to Holloway in the key. Bounce pass Broom to the hole with the left-hand swish.
Beautiful pick and roll. Aiden did a great job attacking the seam, and Janai did an awesome job trying to finish that in traffic.
Auburn presses in the backcourt. Tigers lead 2-0. 18:51 to go in the first half in Boone, North Carolina. Brown at the point gets a screen from Spillers. Gets it to Spillers, top of the key. Couple dribbles with the left hand, picks it up. Looking underneath. Gets the ball on the left wing for Brown. Near the sideline, he throws it out of bounds. Auburn ball. Good defense on that sideline there. Jalen Williams and Chris Moore.
That's a big plus. The pressure defense really disrupted App State on running their offense. We got a good turnover. Let's go down and capitalize with a basket.
18:34 in the first half. Auburn ball. Tigers lead 2-0 in Boone. Top of the circle, Jalen Williams. One dribble now to Denver Jones. Left wing three, ball in the air. Short. And the rebound is pulled in by Justin Abson. Up the floor to Xavier Brown. Brown off the left side. To the wing, Gregory. Now to Abson, top of the key. Looks at a three, doesn't take it. Looks for a back door instead. Gregory drives into the key. Down the lane. Gets Broom off his feet. Put it up. He missed it. Got his own rebound. To the wing for Brown.
Another
Brown.
second opportunity here. We need to limit those.
Skip pass. Head fake. Shot is up and it's good. Terrence Harcum with the bucket. Ties the game at 2.
We're going to have to do a good job with our guards. They're going to have to drop back in and defensive rebound.
Holloway penetrates. Top of the circle for Janai Broom. Now Denver Jones between the circles. Left-hand dribble. Pulls up. Top of the circle for Broom. They give him the three. He takes it and missed it long. And the rebound pulled in by Gregory for Appalachian State. Auburn is 0 of 3 from 3. Harcum to Gregory at the top. 2-2 the score. Drives to the basket. Hanging shot. No. Rebound tapped up. Pulled in by Denver Jones for Auburn.
Here we go.
On the break. Denver, left wing for Jalen Williams. Low post for Broom. Broom spins to the hole. Reverse layup. Got it.
Beautiful spin move on the block, and you don't see that very often in today's game, Andy. Drive the ball down and throw it to the block.
4-2 Auburn. 17:06 to go in the first half of play at Appalachian State. Brown, right side of the circle. Gets a screen. Drives to the left side of the key. Now to the baseline. Pulls it out into the corner. Picked up by Jalen Williams. Pass out to the top for Gregory. Shot clock at 10. Gregory will go one-on-one. Note to the corner for Brown. Brown to the basket. Reverse layup. Didn't get it. Rebound Broom for Auburn. Outlet Holloway up the middle of the floor.
Now
Across midcourt. Crossover dribble. Kicks it right side and off the hand of Moore and out of bounds. And here comes Cheney Johnson, Chad Baker-Mazzara, and Trey Donaldson into the lineup for Auburn.
It's a good time in this first segment to substitute where we can get some fresh bodies in to just keep pushing the tempo.
Broom and Jones stay in the lineup for Auburn. Inbound Harcum and a new point guard out there. That's Miles Tate. He's more of a shooter than Xavier Brown. Tate, backdoor Spillers. Pull up jumper, no, but a foul. Foul goes against Janai Broom. Boy, that's a tough call.
I think one thing we're going to have to address, this drag screen or pick and roll at the top of the key is really putting us a little bit vulnerable on the backside. And Broom had to come over and help. And that was a little bit of a touch foul there.
Agreed. Spillers, 67% from the stripe, will get a couple. Left-handed shooter. First rattles in. He's from Moberly Area Community College, where he was a JUCO All-American. Good shooter from the field at 62%. He could tie it with this free throw. And he does.
They're going to press us a little bit up full court, just man-to-man.
Quickly up the floor, Trey Donaldson for the Tigers. Right wing for Baker Mazzara. Top of the circle, Cheney. Left side, Jones. Low post, Broom. In the lane, spins. Up with the left hand, didn't get it. Rolled right over the top of the rim and out of bounds off of App State.
That's a great second effort by Mazzara, going to the offensive glass, keeping the ball alive.
Cheney Johnson will trigger baseline right. Inbound to Broom, right side of the key. Janai, Trey Donaldson, free throw line, head fake, 15-footer. Nope. Rebound, Cheney Johnson up in a crowd, and he's fouled.
We're going to the offensive glass extremely well. Let's keep pounding that glass. We get second opportunities. It creates fouls on the other team.
Cheney will go to the line after being fouled, I believe, by Miles Tate, the point guard out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. Yep, it was for Tate. Yep. Free throw by Cheney, missed off the back of the iron. And now Dylan Cardwell and Leor Berman in for Auburn. Denver Jones and Janai Broom sits down. App State to its bench. C.J. Huntley, their biggest player, 6'11", a senior from Huntersville, North Carolina, is in, replacing the 6'9" Justin Absent.
Should be a good matchup between he and Cardwell.
Cheney missed both. 4-4 the score, 15:57 in the first. Tate near the top of the circle, off the left side for Gregory. Against Berman, into the lane. Cut off at the free throw line. Throws it out to the top for Tate, shot clock at 13. Tate to the right wing, picked up by Mazzara. Now Cardwell along the baseline. Tate down the lane, Gregory gets pinned, loses the ball on the floor, and a jump ball, and the alternate possession goes to App State with 3 on the shot clock.
That was outstanding by Cardwell and Johnson not to foul on that possession.
15:35 to go in the first half. Auburn and App State tied at 4. First presented by Bound Berman for Auburn. Taps back to Donaldson. Tigers off to a 2-for-8 start from the field. Donaldson, left side of the circle, screen from Cardwell. Or South Carolina, he makes the first free throw.
He has a lot of experience. He started.
Or South Carolina, he makes the first free throw.
He has a lot of experience. He started 23 times, 25 times actually last year, and so he's got some experience to him.
He knocks on both free throws. He has 4 points to lead all scorers. Bounce pass into the corner from Johnson to Donaldson. We're tied at 6. 14:35 in the first. Donaldson between the rings, gets a screen from Cardwell. Lobs it to Dillon up for the shot. He banked it in with a left hand.
Really good pass, nice lay-in. Dillon made an outstanding play on that.
Sure did. Tigers up 8-6, 14-16. Cardwell got him on the arm. No question about the call.
Our defense is really good, but we just, once they get the ball on the drive, we're so excited to reach in there and try to knock it loose.
To shoot 2, 67%. He's a transfer from Butler. Out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. First free throw is good. Randall, he won 5 straight Class 5A, 4 Class 5A state championships at Dorman High School.
Comes in with a great reputation, also has the Big East, and he's also an 84% free throw shooter, really good player.
Jordan Marsh into the ball game. So they have 2 point guards on the floor. Tate knocks home both.
Got to do a better job keeping those guys off the free throw line.
Tied at 8, 14 minutes, 3 seconds in the first half. Auburn ball, Donaldson, backdoor, Mazzara to the hole, and he banked it in. Nicely played.
Great set play.
Quickly up the floor. Marsh to the hole, cut it up, didn't get it.
Here we go.
Rebound, Baker Mazzara up the middle of the floor. Off the left side, on the wing, Trey Donaldson, open 3 ball, got it!
I don't think Appalachian State can stay with this tempo if we can continue to rebound the ball and push it in transition.
13-8 Auburn, 13-31 in the first half of play. Tate between the circles for Huntley. Off the left sideline now for Marsh. Picked up by Baker Mazzara. Now to Mantis, their best 3-point shooter. Head fake 3, no good. Rebound, Donaldson in a crowd. On the break, Auburn. 4 on 3 the other way. Donaldson kicks it to the wing. Baker Mazzara 3.
Oh,
yes!
Yeah, what
yes,
a shot.
Mazzara!
That is Auburn Tigers fast break basketball to perfection right there.
Tigers up 15-8 with 12:57 in the first half of play. A 7-0 run right now by Auburn. At the top, it's Huntley. Huntley hands to Mantis. Taken away Donaldson. He has a breakaway. Trey to the basket, lays it in. Timeout. Timeout.
Way too fast for App State right now. The Tigers are on the run.
A 9-0 run by the Tigers with 12:45 to go in the first half of play. It's a 30-second timeout. And Auburn getting out, Randall, and running at this point.
Well, their defensive rebounding, their defense is really good. We've created some fouls that we shouldn't have, but we're getting the ball off the glass, and we are headed to the offensive end in a run.
And this run is with the second bunch of guys out there right now.
I was a little concerned with this unit where our scoring would come from, but Mazzara and Donaldson has picked that up, and we've had great effort out of Cheney. We've had great effort out of Cardwell creating defensive rebounds.
17-8 Tigers on top, 12:45 to go in the first half of play. A 9-0 run by Auburn, and after Auburn missed two of its first 6 shots, the Tigers have now hit their last 6.
We're playing really well. If we could just limit our fouls, especially on jump shots, keep them off the line, we'll be in good shape.
Inbound to Gregory, back into the lineup. Hands the ball back to Marsh, who brings it up the floor for Appalachian State. Marsh down the lane, kicks it to the wing for Gregory. Gregory in the lane. Bounce pass to the baseline for Huntley. Reverse layup good.
We're still having trouble with that drag screen or high post screen where they turn the corner and get the ball into the paint and create their other teammates' shots.
17-10, Tigers on top. Auburn ball, 12-18 in the first. Holloway back in the lineup by Auburn. And they got that on Aiden Holloway.
Aiden made a great play off the screen to the basket. He just was a little short on the shot.
Yeah. He had a lane to the hole and just, Randall mentioned, just left it a little short. Auburn's lead is 7, 12:06 in the first half. Huntley between the circles. Now to Gregory, top of the key. Backs it up on the left-hand dribble, switches to the right, working on Cardwell. Down to the baseline, cut off by Dillon. Kicks it on the wing for Marsh. Marshall on the baseline. Into the corner for Mantis for 3. Short. Rebound to Baker Mazzara for Auburn. Leaves the ball for Trey Donaldson. Donaldson and Holloway on the floor at the same time. Now Holloway between the rings. Auburn by 7 with the ball. Holloway picked up by Tate. Top of the circle, Cardwell. Bounce past Jalen Williams. Picks it up, back to Cardwell, back to Williams. Head fake at 3. His man goes down. Now to the top, Holloway's wide open 3. Nope. Rebound tapped out, Baker Mazzara. Inside the arc. Bounce pass, Cardwell, double hand dunk.
That's great presence, good team ball. The Tigers are really playing well together. Every one of the players touched the ball on that possession.
19-10, Auburn on top, 11:07 in the first half. Tate, left wing, Huntley 3. Good. 7th 3 of the year for the 6'11", C.J. Huntley.
That's where he likes. He likes to step out and shoot the 3. He's not a 6'11" banger around the basket.
Auburn's made 7 of its last 9 field goals. Tigers lead by 6. Holloway, Jalen Williams inside the arc. Head of state shot, put it up, didn't go. Tap out. Donaldson, top of the circle. Holloway 3 ball, didn't get it. And the rebound to Huntley for Appalachian State.
Dillon's doing a really good job on the offensive glass, keeping the ball alive, tipping it out. We just missed an easy 3 ball there.
Marsh at the top, working on Cardwell. Left side of the lane, head fake. Now to Gregory, spins on Donaldson. Gets to the hole, and he banked it in.
He's a good hard driver. That's a tough switch. Dillon had to come off and take the guard. Just kind of had the angle for the lay-in.
5-0 run by App State. Auburn's lead is 4, 19-15. As we approach the midway mark of the first half. Holloway, Cardwell, Baker Mazzara. 3 ball at the top, didn't get it. Rebound tapped, comes to Marsh for App State. Off the left side for Gregory, leaves for Marsh between the circles. To Huntley, right back to Marsh out on the right wing. 9:48 in the first, Auburn's lead is 4. Huntley at the top, head fake, drives to the basket. Nobody's fouled by Cardwell.
We did a really good job after the timeout changing our defensive presence on that drag screen. But when he did, it opened up the lane. Dillon just reached in on the drive.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM SEC Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through the regular season and into the postseason. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.us/SEC Radio 2023. Auburn 19, Appalachian State 15. 9:43 in the first. Stay tuned. This
score update.
Pretty sick, right? Yes. You look really sick.
Thank
what
you.
doctor would even do this?
That free throw, we turned it over.
Miles Tate between the circles, a ball here, and they can tie it down to the baseline. It's Brown. Brown backing in against Jalen Williams. Head fake, bounce pass, Gregory to the hole where you're tied.
We got to get back to defending the ball, putting a little bit more pressure, and keep those guys out of the paint.
Tied, it's 19 with 9:11 in the first half. 9-0 run by App State. Denver Jones pull-up jumper. It doesn't go. Rebound tapped around. Pulled in by App State.
That ball rattled around 2 or 3
Sure
times.
did.
I thought it was going to go down.
Tate up the floor to the basket. No, he's fouled by Holloway. And that's the second foul on Aiden.
Two things, Andy, the last 2 possessions. They surprised us, got a turnover on the press, and we did not get back in transition then and let them have an angle to the basket, and we fouled.
Tate at the line with a chance to give Appalachian State its first lead of the day. He's 2 for 2 from the stripe today. Appalachian State is 8 for 10 from the free throw line in the first half. Auburn is 0 for 2. Tate's free throw is good.
Excellent free throw shooter. He's at 84% on the year. Those are guys that you cannot afford to foul.
He missed the second free throw. Broom pulls down the rebound. A 10-0 run right now by App State. In the last 2:09, and App State leads Auburn by 1, 20-19. Auburn runs the weave at the top. Jones to Holloway. Penetrates down the lane, gets bumped, gets knocked down to the floor, and Aiden will go to the line for 2. I think the foul is Justin Absent.
Holloway made up his mind he was going to the basket, and he was really determined. That was great effort on his part.
First foul on Absent, and Holloway steps to the stripe where he's shooting 73% this season. Auburn will be shooting, by the way, into the App State students in the second half.
That is true. They're pretty loud.
Yes, they are. First free throw rattles in for Aiden Holloway. His first point of the day. He's 0 for 3 from the field, but gets his first point from the charity stripe. Ties the game at 20 with 8:40 to go in the first half.
I think that's good for him to see the ball go in the basket.
And he knocks on both, gives Auburn the lead.
Gives us a chance to get set up in our press.
21-20, Tigers on top. Miles Tate brings the ball up the floor. Brings it to the top of the circle. Off the left side. Cut off by Jalen Williams. They've got Huntley underneath on Aiden Holloway right now. Tate from 15 didn't, oh, it did get it. Hit the rim, went straight up and right back down.
Oh, kind of got lucky on
Auburn
that one.
thought that may have hit the shot clock there. Wow. Appalachian State by 1, 22-21. Broom. Left wing 3 ball. Janai short. And the rebound pulled in by Brown for App State.
You got to get back.
Brown, top of the circle for Absent. Left side for Tate. Bounce pass Absent to the wing. Brown to the hole. He missed the bunny. Rebound Broom. Outlet Holloway races up the floor. Now waits for the offense. Gets a screen from Broom. Free throw line. Aiden. Euro step to Broom. In the lane. Spins to the hole. Yes.
That's a good play. Way to pick it up. We got to do a better job defensively. Appalachian State is really good when they have a seam attacking the basket.
6 points for Janai Broom. Tigers up by 1, 23-22, 7:27 in the first half. In Boone, Gregory to the hole with the reverse good.
He's an outstanding player.
Yes, he is.
The leading scorer, and he's really filling it up right now.
Gives App State the 1-point lead, 24-23. 7:13 in the first. Jones. Free throw line, down the lane, loses the ball, gets tied up. Jump ball, alternate possession will go to Auburn. And a timeout. 7:06 in the first half. Auburn trailing Appalachian State 24-23. Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit Mindy at paradise.com. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
You've created
fun, legendary food.
7 fouls to Auburn, 2 to App State, so we're going to have to withstand that. We need to go back inside like we did early in the game. This is part of the runs that I was talking about early in the...
Chad Bacon, Mazzara, Cheney Johnson, and Janai Broom, and Janai goes to the line to shoot a pair.
Great out-of-bounds play, as Auburn always does, underneath out of bounds. Got the ball in, jammed it to the post, created a foul.
Absent picks up his second foul for App State. Janai gets a couple, 57% this season. He missed the first.
Anytime you're on the road, little mistakes like little missed free throws early in the game magnifies as the game goes on. We need to make these, get our defense set, and lock in.
Auburn 2 of 5 from the free throw line, only 1 of 8 from 3. Free throw by Broom, and he missed both. Got his own rebound, though. Dribbles out of traffic to Donaldson. Right wing, Chad Bacon Mazzara. Inside the arc, near the right corner. Brings it out to the wing now. Low post for Broom. Along the baseline. Double teamed there. Auburn expected that. To the wing, Donaldson. Long 3. In and out. Rebound tap. Jones pulls it in for Auburn. Denver to the wing for Donaldson. Third crack at this offensive possession
It's a
for
big
Auburn.
positive. We're attacking the offensive glass today. That's a good sign.
Cheney Johnson. Mazzara, low post, Broom. Off the glass, didn't get it. Got it back, lost it. And here's App State on the break. Tate for the Mountaineers. Top of the circle. Gets a double screen. Loses the ball. Gets it back. Gets it to the wing for Harcum. 16 to shoot for App State. Harcum to the base of the free throw line. Now to the low post. Turnaround jumper missed. Weak side rebound tapped out of bounds by Broom, but he was fouled underneath by Huntley. Huntley, or rather absent, just picked up his third foul.
Yes, Janai had inside position on that, and they both were jockeying for the ball, and we were fortunate there that the foul was not on Janai.
Leor Berman back in, replaces Denver Jones in the Auburn lineup.
As you hear from the discontent of their crowd.
Yeah. Donaldson will bring it up the floor. Tigers trail by 1, 6 minutes to go in the first half. Trey across midcourt, between the circles, down the right side of the lane. Gets the ball top of the circle, Chad Bacon Mazzara. To the wing for Berman. Near the corner for Broom. Leor, double teamed. Bacon Mazzara, 3 ball, short. Rebound off the right side for Tate.
We've made an effort to get the ball inside.
Ball knocked away. Tate, Cheney Johnson.
What an effort by
dives
Johnson.
on the ball. We'll get a jump ball, and App State will keep it.
Oh, what an effort. He gets an A+ in my book for
Oh, my
that.
God. Wait a minute. Did they call a foul on Chad Bacon Mazzara?
No way.
The official that was on the baseline ran to the pile and called a foul after the jump ball had been called.
Cannot believe that.
Holy cow! The jump ball had already been called, and the official on the baseline ran to the pile and called a foul on Auburn.
Well, Cheney dove about 12 or 14 feet uncontested to try to keep the ball from going out of bounds, and then ended up fouling. That's amazing.
And now the officials,
I think they'll look at that.
Terry Oglesby and Owen Short. Godis has missed 8 of its last 9 field goals. Donaldson, 18-footer, didn't get it. Rebound, Bacon Mazzara back up off the glass. Nope. Rebound, Appalachian State. And a foul. And then Bacon Mazzara gets into it with Harcum, who threw elbows.
I think Mazzara was just a little frustrated. He missed an easy stick in, and then they ran together after the ball, and they just kind of had a few choice words to each other.
Well, Harcum's the one that threw up elbows on the play. The foul is against Bacon Mazzara, I think.
It could be a more severe penalty.
That's his third foul.
There's certainly going to be a foul on Mazzara, but the severity of the play could be on Harcum for App State.
Auburn is 1 of its last 11 from the field right now.
We're getting what we want, Andy. It's just not going down.
Auburn hasn't scored in the last 2:38, but App State hasn't scored in the last 2:20.
And that's what happens when you get on the road. You had adverse conditions. You don't shoot it as well. Things don't come as easy. The Tigers have just got to be able to withstand this and play it out, and to get on another 7 or 8 or 9 inning run, create a lead, close it out.
As it stands, it's a foul on Chad Baker-Mazzara. It's his third. I think the replay right now, they're looking at the back and forth between Chad Baker-Mazzara and Terrence Harcum.
Yeah, I think if there was contact on the elbow above the neck area, it could be very severe for Harcum.
As it stands, Appalachian State will be at the line to shoot a 1 and bonus. App State has been called for 4 fouls in the first half. Auburn has been whistled for 9.
And a lot of those have been shooting fouls that they've lived at the free throw line in this first half.
The review continues at the scorer's table. Although we see these guys in the SEC are now talking about it.
They're not making a very quick decision about it, I know that.
No, they're not.
I don't like to leave the players on either team.
And let me And earlier when we said that Trey Donaldson had a 3, it was not a 3, it was a 2. That was long ago.
Well, he must have been on the line, and I guess.
I agree. So Harcum is called for a foul. And I think after Harcum shoots this 1 in bonus, then Auburn will go to the other end of the floor and shoot free throws. After the foul on Harcum, his first. But that is the third on Chad Baker-Mazzara. Free throw is good for Harcum.
Their little conversation between each other just created a foul on each other, and so they both get a chance to go to the free throw line, the way it looks.
And Harcum knocks home both. Appalachian State is now 11 of 15 from the free throw line in the first half. And Chad Baker-Mazzara is at the line for 2 for Auburn. The Tigers are 2 of 6 from the free throw line in the first half. Free throw is good for Chad Baker-Mazzara.
Held his poise pretty well on that first free throw. We need to get this one as well.
And he knocks home both.
Got a beautiful wrist on him. Need to get him involved offensively a little bit more.
And Auburn now will have the ball as Chris Moore checks back into the Tiger lineup.
It's one thing Chris does for this team that's really important.
26. Sorry, go ahead, Randall.
He executes the offense and gets everybody in their right position.
A lob inbound for Cardwell. Dillon in the lane out to the top for Berman. Now to Donaldson. Auburn trails by 1, 26-25. 4:52 in the first half. Donaldson at the top. Whistle, that's a block. He did it twice. He got called for it the second time, Miles Tate.
Well, you got 4:49 left in the first half. It's a little bit of a stalemate. They've got us in the half-court game, Andy. We got to get back up and get in transition.
And Auburn is just 1 of 11 in its last and in the half-court game from the field. Tigers down 1 with the ball.
They're showing zone right now.
Donaldson, Cardwell, left wing, Berman. 3 ball by the Berminator. He missed it. Rebound pulled in by App State. Auburn right now is 1 of 12 from the three-point stripe. Tate between the rings against Berman. Left wing, Gregory picked up by Leor. Spins against Leor in the lane. Gets the ball, fade away, didn't get it. Rebound Cardwell for Auburn. Outlet Donaldson up the floor on the right-hand dribble across midcourt. Trey backs it up on the right-hand dribble. Top of the circle, Berman hands the ball to Donaldson inside the arc. Down to the baseline, left side. Dumps it, Cardwell, he couldn't handle it. Boy, he's He was wide open for a dunk if he just pulls that one in.
Trey made a beautiful pass to him. He just had too many thumbs on that catch.
Tate spins right wing, picked up by Cardwell. Drives on Cardwell into the lane, 15-footer, good. Tate's been a spark off the bench, he has 9.
With this group, we've got to find an offensive player to get us some production here on the points.
Appalachian State by 3, 3:35 in the first. Jalen Williams, a 3-ball, it's short. Rebound underneath Moore, off of Chris and out of bounds. 3:29 to go in the first half. Appalachian State ball leading Auburn 28-25. For every Auburn three-pointer, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services donates $25 to Coach Pearl's Outlive Cancer Initiative, benefiting local cancer patients and treatment centers. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
A limited number of men's basketball single game tickets are still available. Don't miss the exhilarating action at Neville Arena as Bruce Pearl and the Tigers play in the most electric atmosphere in college basketball. Fill the jungle during holiday breaks when Auburn hosts Alabama A&M, Alabama State, Chattanooga, and Penn. Tickets start as low as $30. Visit AUBTIX.com to make sure you're there to witness Auburn men's basketball at Neville Arena. That's AUBTIX.com.
Things we take for granted, ordinary opportunities for parents and their children, can be a foster child's extraordinary. You have the power to do something positive that will change the life of a ehr.alabama.gov or call 1-866-64-AL-KIDS. Brought to you by the Alabama Department of Human Resources, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
This season at the Toyotathon sales event. Lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 LE for $339 a month for 24 months, plus $500 holiday bonus cash. Toyota, let's go places. Offer valid through December 5th, 2023. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. 3638 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Has really struggled from the field in the last 10 minutes of this first half. Auburn is just one of its last 13 from the field and one of 12 from the three-point. And Spillers, the 5 for App State. Marsh to Spillers out on the perimeter. At the top of the circle, picks it up. One at the back door, it wasn't there. Now Auburn ball, the inbound from Chaney Johnson to Aiden Holloway. Will bring the ball up the floor against Jordan Marsh. The Biz across midcourt. Left wing for Donaldson. Inside the arc to Holloway at the top. Left side Broom. Back to Holloway. 16 to shoot for Auburn. Down to 12 to shoot. Holloway gets a screen from Broom. Leaves it for Janai. A 3-ball to tie it. Nope. Rebound to Moore in traffic, and he's fouled by Harkham. And that's his second. And that'll put Auburn at the line for the 1 in bonus.
That's one of the big things Chris Moore brings to this basketball team is his second effort.
Well, Auburn couldn't struggle much more from the three-point stripe right now, could it?
Well, they got to scout it a little bit. I'm not for sure Janai is known for his three-point prowess.
Auburn is 1 of 13 from 3. A 1 in bonus coming up for Chris Moore. Free throw is good. The Arkansas Play of the Year back in 2020. As Markham comes out and the three-point shooter, Christopher Mantis, a junior from Lowell, Indiana, is in. Moore can make it a 1-point game.
Also brought Denver Jones back in. Maybe we can free him up for a good 3, get him set, get his left foot set where he's balanced.
Moore knocks home both, and Auburn makes it a 1-point game, 28-27 with 2:32 to go in the first half. Marsh between the rings, working on Aiden Holloway. Now top of the circle. Right back to Marsh off the left side. Nearly goes down, maintains the dribble nicely. Out on the wing with a screen from Spillers. Now picked up by Broom. 6 to shoot. 18-footer. Didn't get it. Rebound him.
Here we
Chaney
go.
Johnson to Holloway. Left wing, Denver Jones. Gets the ball out to the perimeter for Holloway to set up the offense. 2 minutes in the first, Auburn down 1. Holloway, left wing, Denver Jones. Penetrates to the key. Ball deflected out of bounds off of Marsh. Auburn retains possession with 15 to shoot. Tigers will trigger in front of the scores table just to the right of the App State bench. Moore will do the honors to Aiden Holloway.
They're going back to that zone again.
Underneath for Broom. Janai, turnaround jumper. It goes.
There we go.
It rolled around and finally fell through. Janai has 8. Auburn back up by 1, 29-28.
That'll get us going. Let's press a little bit, see what happens. There we go.
App State has to call a timeout, or it was running out of time on the 5-second call.
Really good defense by the Tigers there.
Second timeout called by Appalachian State here in the first half. This is a 30 with 1:35 to go in the first half of play.
You see the momentum has switched a little bit in the Tigers' favor. When we score it down low, allows us to get into the press. We've got them a little bit back on their heels, created a turnover for them. Not a turnover, but made them take a timeout.
Brad Law with all the details on the day's action on the Conecuh Sausage halftime report. On the clock, 1:35 away. Moore, Cheney Johnson, Holloway, Broom, and Jones for Auburn.
You know, Cheney Johnson came in and has changed the tempo a little bit in his defense. The previous time that we shut him out, and then on the press there.
Gregory will trigger. Full court for App State. Gets the ball inbound to Marsh, and now Auburn backs off. Tigers by 1, 1:30 to go in the first. Marsh, left wing, to the top for Huntley. Huntley, 2 dribbles, picks it up there. Top of the circle for Gregory. Gregory picked up now to switch by Cheney Johnson. Gets into the lane, kicks it off the left side, now to bounds off of Chris Moore. It gives App State 11 seconds to work with here in this first half. Auburn by 1, 29-28 with 1:16 to go in the half.
Tigers' intensity is a lot better, more active. They've got active feet, active hands on the defensive end.
Inbound Marsh near midcourt. Shot clock at 8. Marsh against Holloway. Out to the top for Mantis and a long 3. Bad shot, missed it. Rebound Jones, 1:05 in the first. Auburn ball leading by 1. Holloway near the center circle. To the right wing for Chris Moore. Oh, and he lost the ball. Huntley, or rather Spillers on the break. To the hole, block and a goaltend against Auburn.
One official has a foul, the other one has a goaltending.
So they're going to get a goaltend and a foul.
I don't know what.
Maybe they're not giving a goaltend. The scoreboard certainly has it. And I think they're going to check that now.
I did not see the foul. I did see the goaltend.
As the scoreboard says it, App State leads by 1:30-29 with 52 and 2/10 seconds. The review continues. If the scoreboard's correct, Spillers gets a bucket, and then there's a foul and a chance for a 3-point play. Yep, that's the case. I'll be darned.
Well, that's really unfortunate for the Tigers.
And the foul is called on Cheney Johnson. It is his first, and a chance for a 3-point play for Trayvon Spillers, a junior out of Charleston, South Carolina.
Looking back on that, we probably should have left the ball alone on the glass because it probably wasn't going to go in the first place.
Spillers 67% from the stripe, left-handed shooter, and he makes it. App State by 2, 31-29, 51 seconds to go in the half. Holloway across midcourt. Left wing, Denver Jones, top of the circle. Cheney Johnson, Jones, low post, Broom to the hole, yes.
Beautiful set play after that. Delay, got the ball down low to Broom. What a player.
Overtime, so this is the back half of that home-and-home series with Wichita State looking for a little bit of revenge today when they get underway at Mizzou Arena at 2 o'clock Central Time. The other SEC team in action today is number 21, Mississippi State. Bulldogs trying to bounce back from their loss to Georgia Tech, their first loss of the year back earlier this week or last week in the SEC-ACC Challenge. Georgia Tech won that in Atlanta. State back at home tonight against Southern. That game will start at 3 o'clock Central, so a little more than 2 hours from now. Mississippi State has scored the ball much better at home. They're averaging 3-30 at the half. Mount St. Mary's 30-14. Mount St. Mary's off to a 1-5 start this year. Cincinnati over Florida Gulf Coast at the half, 49-26. It's Tulane leading in the ACC. Clemson and Pittsburgh will get underway at Pitt in just about 30 minutes or so. You'll also have Virginia Tech at home against Louisville. Hokies trying to bounce back from their loss at Auburn. Samford's in action against LaGrange outside of conference action. In the Big Ten, you've got Minnesota at Ohio State, with those teams playing their Big Ten openers tonight at 5:30. Only other ranked teams that will be in action today will be 15th ranked Creighton playing at Nebraska. Jays at 6-1. Nebraska under Fred Hoiberg 7-0. First time they've gotten off to a 7-0 start in the Fred Hoiberg era in Lincoln. That's where that game will be played, coming up in just about 2 hours. Our score at the half in Boone, it's Auburn trailing Appalachian State 33-31. We'll take a look around Auburn athletics when we come back here on the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Report. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
With Vizzy's vibrant dual flavors, the vibe is yours to decide.
I'm thinking Vizzy Refreshingly Berry. A round of blackberry lemon at the bar?
Could be good. Maybe Vizzy Vibrantly Tropical.
You always say vibrantly tropical.
Come on, a cooler full of papaya passion fruit on the beach?
Oh yeah, that's a vibe. I'm down.
Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Flavor for every vibe. Naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Molson Coors Beverage Company. Milwaukee, Wisconsin flavored beer.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See all for details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
The game has changed, and the future of Auburn athletics now demands a strong NIL program. I'm Jason Campbell. Let's come together, Auburn family, and make a lasting impact. Visit OnToVictory.com. Every dollar you contribute to On to Victory helps create NIL opportunities for our student athletes. Visit www.OnToVictory.com and be a part of changing the game for Auburn athletics.
The Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger is an all-time favorite. It brings so many flavors together in harmony, you might wonder if it's greater than the sum of its parts. It's got 2 all-beef patties, both of which fantastic. Crispy bacon, love that. Grilled onions, melty cheese. I mean, who would say no? And sweet and spicy pepper sauce. Yes, please. I guess we're kind of partial to every part. The Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger from Whataburger, just like you like it.
We got a 2-point game at the half. We welcome you back inside the Auburn Sports Network studios. This is the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Report. Auburn trails Appalachian State on the road 33-31. Before we start our look around Auburn athletics, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly. Going into final exam week, so there's not much on the schedule really the next couple of weeks, except for a few men's and women's basketball games. The next men's game will be Saturday when the Tigers take on Indiana in Atlanta as part of Holiday Hoopskimming. Women's basketball is in action in just about an hour and a half in Birmingham, Alabama. We'll get a preview of that game coming up in just a moment. The only other activity on the athletic calendar, representatives from the Auburn swimming and diving squads will be at the USA Diving Winter Nationals in Knoxville, Tennessee. That actually got underway Friday and will continue through Wednesday of this week. Otherwise, it's final exams and it's basketball. Britt Bowen has a preview of Auburn women's basketball in action later today.
Auburn tips off the month of December at UAB, the first of a 2-game road swing for the Tigers. Auburn is 5-2, fresh off a 83-53 rout over Clemson in the ACC-SEC Challenge. Thursday night, Auburn turned Clemson over a whopping 30 times on the way to a 83-53 victory. Marshawn Bostic and Honesty Scott Grayson led Auburn with a career high of 5 steals apiece. 4 Tigers scored in double figures. Scott Grayson was the top scorer with a season-high 18 points. Jemiah Mingo Young also scored a season-high 16 points. The Tigers' 83 points is the most Auburn has scored this season. Auburn's win secured a 7-7 tie for the SEC over the ACC. UAB is off to a great start to the year. The Blazers are 6-1 and 5-0 at home. Wednesday, UAB secured its largest margin of victory this season, defeating Mississippi Valley State 88-56. The Blazers had 5 players in double figures. Tracy Brashears and Mia Moore each recorded double-doubles. Moore leads UAB with 19 points and 9 rebounds per game. Denham DeShields leads the AAC and is 16th nationally, averaging 6.3 assists. UAB is 5th in the country in free throw percentage. The Blazers are shooting a blistering 85.3%. The Tigers must keep UAB off the free throw line, and Auburn is at its best when forcing turnovers. The Tigers are forcing 50.
I'm down.
Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Flavor for every vibe. Naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Molson Coors Beverage Company.
Advantage on the glass, 23-16, 10 offensive rebounds, 6 second chance points. Auburn has forced just 4 turnovers. Tigers have given it away 5 times themselves, but bench points in the paint fairly even. Only 14 of Auburn's 31 points have come from the starters. As we look at individual numbers, Janai Broome has 10 of the 4 rebounds for the Mountaineers. It all adds up to a 2-point game. Again, your halftime score, Appalachian State 33, Auburn 31.
You've been listening to the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Show. Make Conecuh Sausage.
A few automobiles, very little electricity or indoor plumbing, and one bank, Auburn Bank. For all these years, we've had a part in shaping and serving Auburn, Opelika, and East Alabama.
Miles Tate at the point. To Huntley, back to Tate. Picked up by Jalen Williams. Left side for Gregory against Chris Moore. Gregory into the lane, into the corner for Huntley and a 3. Got it.
He's 6'11". He's not going to play around the basket, but he sure is a nice 3-point shooter.
And it's a 5-point lead for Appalachian State to start the second half. 19:28 to go. Moore, low post, Jalen. Turn around with the left hand, it's good.
We need to find him, and he needs to show up. That's a good way to get us started for Jalen.
36 the out. It'd be good to see Jalen go off here in the second half. He was 0 of 2 from the field in the first. Appalachian State by 3. Huntley to Gregory. Gregory on the wing for Tate. Now Markham on the right side. 12 to shoot. Markham against Denver Jones. Brings it out near midcourt. Shot clock at 6. Markham for 3. No. Long rebound. Aiden ahead. And it's a shot clock violation against Appalachian State. Auburn had a breakaway with Broome going to the hole for a dunk, and they let the clock expire. Down 3 Auburn ball, 18:50.
It was a good defensive series there.
Holloway between the rings. Double team. Near midcourt, gets the ball to Jones. Low post, Broome to the hole. Yes, and a foul.
Really made them play. They changed their defense, tried to trap Aiden out off the top. Made a good second pass to Broome for a nice lay-in right at the rim.
Auburn's 2 baskets in the second half have been right at the rim. Jalen Williams and Janai Broome.
Our passing has been really good today.
Spillers called for the foul. His first. And Broome misses the free throw. Remains a 1-point lead. They lob it underneath, and Jalen Williams got back to prevent the alley-oop to Huntley, knocking the ball out of bounds.
That's good to hear you call his name again. Jalen needs to get involved in the second half and help us out.
I'll call his game all half long if I need to. App State ball out of bounds, baseline right. Huntley inside the arc, now to the corner. Gregory down the lane, Spillers to the corner. Huntley got Broome off his feet. Markham, left wing, Tate. Tate drives on Janai, puts it up, Janai blocked it. Chance for Auburn to regain the lead here. Holloway up the floor. Broome down the lane. They got Janai for a walk.
That's back-to-back, 2 good defensive possessions. Aiden just kind of gave the ball to Janai where he's not comfortable having it in full speed run at the top of the key. Got to force the walk.
App State 36, Auburn 35, 18-11. In the second half from Boone, North Carolina. App State ball, Tate. Free throw line against Holloway. Foul against Aiden. That'll be the third foul on Holloway.
Well, the previous time we had shut that play down, we had switched. That time Aiden and Janai didn't switch.
Gregory inbounds to the wing for Huntley, to the top for Tate, to the left wing for Markham. 15 to shoot for App State. Markham brings it to the point. Now to Gregory, right wing for Tate. Tate near the corner, to the wing for Huntley, and a long three. No. Rebound Jalen Williams. Outlet Aiden Holloway. Well, he had Broom open initially on that break.
He sure did.
Gets a screen from Janai. Aiden for three, banked up, missed. Rebound Gregory. Here's Gregory on the break for Appalachian State. Auburn gets back. Gregory from about 20 or about 18, it's good. Auburn didn't guard him.
And he is their best player. Can't lose that guy.
3-point lead for App State, 38-35, 17-17 in the second half. Broom, right wing Jalen. To Holloway on the wing, to the baseline. Fade away from about 5. His first bucket of the game. So that gets him going.
It really is good. We need to get that two-man play between he and Janai going back full speed with that.
38-37 App State. 16:57 second half. Gregory working on Moore. Kicks it to the corner. Tate puts it up. It's a three that's good. It's his 9th of the year.
Kind of lost his man there and gave up a nice three-point shot to App State. This is going to be a ball game. We've got our hands full right here.
Timeout Auburn. Substitutions coming in, including K.D. Johnson after this timeout. 16:39 to go in the second. Appalachian State 41, Auburn 37. Second half presented by Wind Creek Hotel and Casino with 3 Alabama locations in Atmore, Montgomery, and Wetumpka. You escape every day at Wind Creek Casino and Hotel and online at windcreek.com. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
As everyone out there is going somewhere, so it just makes sense to help each other get there safely. Let's all get where we're going. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
Paid for by the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Now you can get a Walmart Plus membership, plus not pay for it, because it's included with Straight Talk wireless plans. You get free delivery with Walmart plus a Paramount Plus subscription included. Plus, you pay less for gas. That's a lot of pluses.
Only Straight Talk gives you unlimited 5G data and Walmart Plus included on select plans for free.
Straight Talk wireless, available at Walmart.
Requires service on Gold or Platinum Unlimited. One offer per eligible account. Paramount Plus Essential Plan only. Separate registration required. Additional terms apply.
Alabama Power is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Alabama Power. Power for a better Alabama.
16:39 to go in the second half. App State has opened up a 4-point lead. 41-37. Welcome back to the Holmes Convocation Center along with Randall Dickey, Brad Law in our Auburn Sports Network studios. Quinn Brackeen in our Skyview Auburn studios today. Good start for the second half for Appalachian State. The Mountaineers are 3 of 6 from the field, including 2 3-pointers. Auburn has started the second half shooting better, 3 of 4 from the field in the second half of play.
The first 2 minutes of the second half, we kind of had the momentum. The last 2 minutes, App State's kind of got the momentum. We needed to withstand that. We've talked about it throughout the game. Withstanding these different runs, this is the largest lead App State had. So we'll see what we do when we come out of this timeout.
What we understand, K.D. Johnson not playing in the first half was simply a coach's decision, but he's out there now, along with Chaney Johnson, Trey Donaldson, Janai Broom, and Chad Bacon-Mazzara, who has it in the right corner. Top of the circle, it's Donaldson. Auburn down 4, 10 to shoot.
Got the zone going again.
Donaldson with a screen, lobs it. Oh, Chady Johnson, an alley-oop. Holy cow.
Beautiful set play. He was up around the rafters that time. Chady Johnson flew to the basket.
Sun South drive of the game. Sun South.
Of Auburn.
Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?